Good morning, Saturday Academy at 9 a.m. on Saturday, March 13th of 2021.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chidozi. Only Chidozi. Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for spending your Saturday and starting it off with me. My puppy Selena came to say hello. She says, hi guys, make sure you do your work. All right, today in Saturday school, we're going to review probability and we are going to review statistics. So everyone should be writing down whether they have pen and paper or a notebook like so. I'm going to show you mine in a second. Someone just arrived. So this is my notebook. I'm writing down all your names that are present. And here's my writing utensil for today. You can either write it down on paper or you can use a Google Doc. It is your choice. However, I must receive the work by the end of this class in order for you to earn your credit. All right, so Google Docs or paper is fine. Hey, Tori, can you be my screenshot person? Can you write that in the chat? Hey, to Josie, can you read? I got a lot of pages today to read. Can you be the learning target reader? All right, Chidozi, write your name in the chat. LT equal Chidozi, screenshot pictures, Tori. And then I'm randomly going to call people to answer the problems. If I call you, I expect you to try. If you are not called upon, you are to write in the chat. Are we clear to earn kickboard points? Are we clear? Thank you, Chidozi, for giving me a thumbs up. Okay, Chidozi, when it is 9:55, please let me know. Chidozi, you are going to be my timekeeper as well. 9:55, Chidozi. And Nathan, when it's 9:40, let me know, Nathan. I need to know when it's 9:40 and Chidozi when it's 9:55. Okay, your name should be typed in the chat to earn credit. If there's no name typed to everyone, you will not get math credit today. Type your first and last name. Do not just type Justin. Tell me who you are. Which Justin are you? All right, we're going to get started now, so pay attention. All notes, I'm going to repeat this for a reason. All notes that you need to copy down are in Google Classroom during this class. At the end of the class, the video will go up when you're in your ELA class. Hold on, Emma and Michelle. They're having internet issues right now. Michelle, Hosier, and Emma cancel. Thought I wrote her name down before. Emma. Oh my goodness, there's more people. I can't even get started because there's like 24 people in the wait room. Okay. All right, we're going to get started now. You have to participate in the chat to earn credit. No participation, no chat. Oh, more people are trying to come in. Is it the same too? Let me see. Emma again. Emma and Yerlin. Yerlin Garcia. Okay. Let's try this now. Let's hit share now. Oh, Joseph. All right, Abigail. Holy cow. Oh my goodness, I can't keep up. I don't know how many people we're at, but we're at a lot of kids right now. All right, guys. Everyone see my beautiful background with the flower? Yeah, everyone see that? I was showing Noah how to do something. All right, who's the next one? Heaven. All right. Let's go into today's work as per request. Heaven. Okay, it tells you what you need to write down. So what Chidozi is going to do, he's going to read it in a second. And Tori is going to screenshot what I asked her to screenshot. And she's going to label what's what so that you guys know what you need to do. Again, this is a review. All right. So Tori is going to screenshot this and put this in Google Classroom and call it Learning Target. Saturday, March 13th, 2021. Write down the learning target and all the notes in the pink box. Standard 6SP4. Chidozi, please read this first box for us loud and proud. What do you got today?
Learning target. I can create, construct, and interpret histograms and apply to real world situations.
Oh, can you keep going?
Oh, you want me to read the whole? Okay. Lesson notes on histograms. In today's scholars, you will use data to create, construct histograms. A histogram is another way to show this or display data on a graph. It is very similar to a bar graph, but the bars are connected to each other. Important vocabulary words. A histogram, a bar graph that shows the number of data items that occur in each interval. There are no gaps. B, frequency, is the number of times it occurs or shows up. C, frequency table, tells the number of items to an event, category, or group occurs. The steps on creating/constructing a histogram. Number 1, complete the frequency table by using tally marks. Sometimes you will have to create the interval based on the data presented, then tally marks. 3, count the tally marks and put as a number in the frequency table. 4, give a title to the x-axis and label the intervals. 5, give a title to the y-axis and label the intervals. 6, fill in the frequency on the graph. 7, complete or answer the questions provided.
Awesome. Thank you for reading that. Tori is going to screenshot this and she's going to put, this is the first part of today's lesson. Next, so as Chizozi just wrote that down, if you are in Google Docs, you can edit, copy, edit, paste this from Google Classroom. It's so easy. You just copy this exact thing in your notes. That's why Google Docs is awesome. Now that we're in the harder stuff, this is what I suggest you use is Google Docs. All right, so again, we're going to review histograms today. Remember, it's like a bar graph, but there's no gaps. And it shows you how many times something happens in a set. And this little red line, those red tick marks represent 4 with the backward slash. That represents a bundle of 5. So for every time you get to 5, you do 4 lines and a slash. That represents 5. Every graph, whether it's a histogram, a bar graph, whatever kind of graph it is, has a title and an X and Y axis. Now we're going to deal about probability, Chidozi. This is standard 6 SP5. Write this learning target down in the box in your notes, please. Dead Chidozi.
Learning target. I can calculate the probability of coins, playing cards, and die that relate to the real world situations. Today, scholars, we will review probability. We will use playing cards, coins, and dice to see how probability is relevant to the real world situations. We are constantly predicting what will happen. For example, you choose clothes based on what you think the weather will be. Or you choose what table to sit in the cafeteria based on where you think your friends will sit. And you choose and choose and every I can't see that. And every choice is a prediction of how likely you think an event or series of events is to happen. Important vocabulary words. Probability is the measure of how likely an event is to occur. B, words associated with probability are impossible, unlikely, equal chances, likely, or certain.
Awesome. Does anyone have any questions so far on that? No? No one has any questions? Okay. Everyone feel good so far? Haley and Stephen now. Stephen M. Okay. Can I give you another minute to write that down? Okay. Again, what Tori is going to do is she's going to screenshot this picture. I'm going to make it a little smaller. Tori, would you be kind enough to screenshot from where I wrote down to probability formula, please? And put that up. You got to refer there. Huh?
Okay.
Thank you, Tori. You got the other page, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Tori is putting up what you need to type. You can refer back to Google Classroom, and you could edit, copy, edit, paste them in your notes for Google Docs. Joelle, I hope you're taking notes, bud. Tori, did you do it?
I got it.
Okay. I can't really see, that's why. All right, remember when we speak about probability, we have the number of ways an event occurs over the total outcome, and we use the word impossible, as Chidozi read before, which means 0%. That means it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. Unlikely means you have about a 25% chance, which is 1/4. As likely as not, you have about a 50-50 chance, which is 1/2, 0.5 or 50. Likely, which is 3/4, which is 0.75 in money, or a 75% chance. And if it's certain, it's going to be 1, 100, or 0.1. You will need to know these words because they are in your exit ticket today. Again, there are 26 red cards and 26 black cards. Each suit has 13 cards. There are 4 suits: spades, diamonds, hearts, and clubs. So a deck of cards has 52 cards. Half of them, which are 26, are red. Half of them are black. Jack, queen, king are your face cards. There's 4 jacks, 1 from each suit. There's 4 queens, 1 from each suit. And there's 4 kings, 1 from each suit. That's where the total of 26 and 26 of 52 come from. 13 of each suit. All right, playing cards. Joelle, please read problem 1. This is actually like I gave you like a tree here. Go ahead.
Okay. Probability of drawing a red 6 from a deck of cards.
All right, so let's look at it. A red 6.
It's 2 out of. It's 2 out of It's 2 out of 26.
2 out of 26. How many cards are in a deck?
52.
So what would it be?
2 out of 52.
Awesome, right? Because there's a 6 of diamonds and there's a 6 of hearts, which gives me a total of 2 out of 52 cards. Does that make sense? What is the probability of drawing a black card from the deck? Stephen Kamas. How many black cards are there? Look at the chart here. Spades and clubs are black. So how many black cards are there? Look at the bottom.
26.
Yep, out of what?
52.
Beautiful. Okay. Tori, what's the probability of getting a jack, a queen, or a king? A jack, a queen, or a king? Huh? What'd you say?
1 out of 52.
Out of the entire deck, though, look. A jack, a queen, and a king. Those are the face cards.
12.
Huh?
12 out of 52.
There we go, 12 out of 52. Total cards in a deck. I just want to write a few things here down. There are 13 hearts, so everyone sees that there are 13 spades, 13 diamonds, and then there are 13 clubs, which give you a total of 52. Oops, not 53. 52. Does everyone see that? Okay, so now she said that there are 12. There are 4 of each suit. 3 of each suit. 3 times 4 is 12. What's the probability of getting an even card? So look, we have numbers 2. First of all, what are the even numbers on a deck of cards? Somebody.
2, 4, 6, 8, and 10.
Uh-huh. And how many cards are in each suit? Joseph?
13.
There are 13 cards, okay. So my next question now to you, Joseph, is if we have the number 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, and those are even, what's the probability that I will get an even card if there's 4 cards in each suit and there's 1, 2?
That would be 5 out of 13.
Whoa, out of a whole.
Likely.
So if each number has 4 cards and I wrote down 5 numbers, what's 5 times? So 4 times 5 is how much?
That's 20.
20 out of 52 would be even, yeah?
Which is likely.
Which is very likely. Perfect. Thank you, Chidozi. Chidozi, do the next one. Give me the odd number. What are the odd numbers in a deck of cards?
3, 5, 7.
And 9. So now how many cards will there be that are odd if each number has 4?
has 4.
You got
Well, maybe it's the same answer.
Well, let's think about it. The same answer here had 5 numbers.
Oh,
This has
no.
4 numbers. Huh?
16 out of 52.
There we go. I hope you're writing this down, Josie. You can screenshot this picture if you need to and post it in your Google Docs. All right, the probability of getting a red diamond. Angie, how many red diamonds are there? Angie A?
13 diamonds.
Yep, 13 out of 52. How many black cards are there, Angie, in a deck? Spades and clubs, what's the total number? I'll even help you out, look.
13 clubs.
13 clubs, and how many spades are black?
13.
So what's 13 plus 13?
26 out of 52.
Perfect. If Maya was to pick a 9 out of a deck of cards, I mean a 7 out of a deck of cards, what is the probability it'll be a red card? Who wants to try that one? How many red 7s are there in a deck of cards? Well, there's a 7 of diamonds, and then there's a 7 of hearts. So she would have a chance of getting 2 out of 52. We see that. 2 out of 52. Are we good? Does anyone have any questions? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little smaller. So 1, Tori can take a quick image. 2, I'm going to give you guys a moment to write this down. Okay? So Tori, let me know when you have that.
I have it.
Awesome. I'm going to give you guys a minute to write that down. Okay, Tori has it in Google Classroom, so if you just came late, you can go back and look at the image that Tori posted. Okay? Remember, there are 26 red cards and 26 black cards in a deck of cards, and each suit has 13 spades, 13 hearts, 13 diamonds, 13 clubs. Okay, your face cards are your jack, your queen, and your king. Those don't have a number value, nor do the aces. But any number from 2 to 10, there's going to be 4 2s, 4 3s, and so on. All right, let's try this one. Rolling a die. Who would like to do it? Kick board points if you come off. Let's hear from
Practice problem number 2.
Sure, Joseph.
Die.
Go ahead.
Find the probability of rolling a multiple of 5 on a die.
So give me the choices that you can roll on a die. We're talking
Here's a
about
multiple 5. That'd be just 1 and 5.
1 out of 5 or 1 out of
Which is unlikely.
wait, 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 6 choices?
It's one out of 6 choices.
Perfect. I like it. Keep going. You got this. Let's go. Pick it up.
Find the probability of rolling a multiple of 2 on a die. Let's see. So if there's also 2, that would also be 1 out of 6.
Okay.
Which is likely.
So 1 out of 6, which is likely, because you said that here. Let me just write what you said here. You said that the only choice here is a 5, and the only choice here is a 2. Good. Do the next.
Find the probability of rolling a number greater than or equal to 2 on a die. You have a dice like this. There'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 5 out of 6, which is definitely likely.
Good. Numbers.
Find the probability of rolling a number less than or equal to 6 on a die. And then the numbers less than or greater to equal to 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is a whopping 6 out of 6, which is one whole, which is definitely likely.
And we know for
certain.
certain, right? It's 100% chance. Keep going.
Find the probability of rolling an odd number on a die.
to be 3 out of 6?
You already know that the odd numbers are 1, 3, and 5. That's 3 out of 6, It is likely.
Hold on. Somebody just said, wouldn't something be 3 out of 6? What were you referring to? Are you referring to letter D?
E.
Somebody just said it was a 3 out of 6 chance before Joseph answered. So what number, what letter were you referring to?
I'm referring to letter E.
I know you were, but somebody, when you were doing it, interrupted and said something, and I don't know what they were referring to. So I want to hear what they were referring to.
Isn't letter B supposed to be 3 out of 6?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Abigail. Why?
Because there are 3 multiples of 2,
Okay, which are what?
2, 4, and 6.
Ah, there we go. Thank you, Abigail.
3 out of 6.
All right, so everyone make that edit. Tori is going to post this picture up. Thank you. I didn't know who that was. Thank you for speaking up and advocating. Tori's going to post problem 2. Again, if you're using Google Docs, very easy. You don't need paper for Google Docs. You all have it on your laptops. School laptops, tablets, everything. Copy and paste this image in your Google Docs. Tori, let me know when you have it.
I have it.
Awesome. All right, histograms now. We're going to review histograms from yesterday. Yesterday we spoke about, and the other day we spoke about lovely histograms. So, histograms. Remember, every histogram has a title. Here the title is distribution of math test scores. We have an x-axis, which is horizontal. So next to x-axis, I hope you put the word horizontal, because you need to know horizontal and vertical if you don't know the difference. And even if you know it, please still write it. Horizontal. These notes will be available for you to copy down. Oh, this is vertical, sorry. They'll be available for you to look back at. They're in Google Classroom as we speak. So the number of students is going to measure the vertical axis, which is your x-axis. Now, before you do this question, you need to figure out how many scores are in between each interval. So we're going to write on it. Justin Hudson, this is for you. How many scores are between 41 and 50? I will make it larger so that everyone can see it. What's that bar graph at? What's in between 2 and 4, bud? Type in the chat if you know.
What was the question again?
Sure. 41 to 50, what number is that at?
That's at 3.
Okay, Abigail, help him out. 51 to 60, what number is that at?
That's at 5.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm actually filling in the graph as we speak. Get Abigail. 61 to 70.
That's at 0
Why?
because it's empty.
Good. 71 to 80, ma'am.
71 to 80 is at 12.
Beautiful. 81 to 90.
That's at 8.
Everyone see we're just reading the graph. And then last but not least, 91 to 100. Adam, I hope you're writing notes down.
2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay. So we just filled in the frequency. See how easy that was? Now, Abigail, you might as well finish. What is the title of this histogram?
The title is distribution. It's because the white thing is on the top. Can you move it down? Distribution of math test scores. The x-axis is test scores, and the y-axis is numbers of students.
Does everyone understand what she did? Which score had the highest frequency? You don't even need the bar graph. You can use the chart to help you.
Highest is 12. 71 through 80.
Because it had 12. Good job. Oops, network error. What happened there? What's going on? Okay, so I'm going to try to do purple now. So 71 through 80 has 12. What was the total number of students who took the math test? Well, it says it right up there.
The total number of students is 30 students.
It says it right there. Okay, so we're going to write 30 students. And which interval had the lowest frequency?
The lowest is 0.
What interval is that?
61 through 70.
Good. Anyone have any questions on what Abigail just did? Because what she just did is perfect. Tori, you're going to screenshot this for us, please? And let me know when you have it.
I got it.
Awesome. We did this problem yesterday in class, guys. I wanted to do it again for a reason. Because this is real world. This relates to real world, okay? So if I was to take all your exit ticket scores and I could make a histogram, you would see what you would do. All right, problem 4, this one now is using a spinner. I would like to do this for extra points. How about Nia Miller? Can you kindly read problem 4 for us? Can you read the directions and the prime and composite?
Start. Determine the situation is likely, unlikely, impossible, or certain. Write the word on the line below.
Can you just read a little bit louder?
Prime number. In math, prime numbers are a whole number greater than 1 that has only 2 factors, 1 and the number itself. Prime numbers are divisible only by the number 1 or itself. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11 are the first few numbers. Composite number. In math, composite numbers can be defined as the whole number that has more than 2 factors. For example, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10 are the first few composite numbers.
Okay, so let's just review. A prime number has 2 factors, 1 and itself. So in 2, 1 times 2, those are the 2 factors. It has 1 and itself. In 3, 1 times 3, 1 and itself. In 5, 1 times 5. 7, 1 times 7. 11, 1 times 11. A composite number, though, has more than 2 factors. So if I was to sit here and list all the factors of 4, it would be 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. It has more than 2 factors. Do you agree? In 6, it would be 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. It has more than 2 factors. Do we all see that? In 8, the factors of 8, 1 times 8, and we have 2 times 4. Same thing when you think of 9. The factors of 9 are 1 and 9, and 3 times 3. And when you think of 10, we have 1 times 10, and we have 2 times 5. Does everyone see that? Does anyone have any questions on that? Now, what is the probability of the spinner getting on a 3, Adam? What's the chances I will roll a 3 on the spinner?
2.
2 out of what?
2 out of
2.
8. 2 out of 8.
2 out of 8. Does everybody see that? 2 out of 8 chance. I'm going to put that in red so you don't get confused. Okay, Tori, what is the chance that I would land on a prime number if there are 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11? What are the prime numbers in the spinner? So they said 2 is a prime. I'm going to circle all the 2s. They said 3 is a prime. I'm going to circle the 3s. They said 5. There's no 5 and there's no 7 or 11. So how many prime numbers are there?
4
Out of how much?
out of 8.
4 out of 8. Now composite. Tori, let's do composite. I'll use blue. Composite are 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, for example. So how many are composites here?
3 out of 8.
What are they?
4, 4, and
I'm sorry, say it again.
4, 4, and 4.
Good, 4, 4, and 4. So she says it's a 3 out of 8. So I'm just going to write these down for you. We had 2, 2, 3, and 3. And here she says that there are 4, 4, and 4, which means we have a 3 out of 8 chance, right? Right, Tori?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to actually scroll this in here so that you guys, well, you can't really see that 8. Hold on. Bring down the 8 there. Okay, I'm gonna actually write over here that this was composite. Okay, those are your composite, okay? Questions, comments? Wait, Tori, before you take it, I actually wanna put an answer around the box. I wanna put boxes around the answers so that it's a little bit more clear. Maybe now you can. And then this was what composite were. I think that's a little bit better. Okay, Tori. If you can post this picture with the purple boxes, okay?
Okay.
That way it's a little easier for everyone to see. All right, I'm gonna move on. Problem 5 now. Oh man. All right, let's do this one. Let's call on Isabella, please read me problem 5.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What daily high temperature in degrees? What is that?
Fahrenheit?
Yes, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay, now you know Fahrenheit.
Frequency table, interval, tally, frequency 40, 44.
Isabella, for time, how many numbers do you see that are between 40 and 44? That's what we're looking for, 40 and 44. I don't see any, do you?
No.
So we're gonna put 0, 0. Let's do 45. We're gonna put boxes around 45 to 90, 45 to 90. 45 to 49, sorry.
58.
I see 1, hold on, let me redo that. I see 3, 4, do you see 4? Watch, ready? 45 to 49, I want all the numbers. 46 is 1, oh, what's going on here? 46 is 1, 49, 46, and I see 49, 48. How many are there?
4.
Okay, let's do 50 to 54 now. We're going to look at the blue. 50 to 54. 50 to 54. 50 to 54.
53.
51, right? What else?
There's another 53. Another 50.
And
There-
so how many blue boxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
7. Oh no.
What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means I need a bundle of 5, right? With 1 here. Okay, 55 to 59.
58.
Okay, so 55. Okay, so 59, 58. I see another.
56.
Good. 56. How about here?
5.
Yeah,
And 56.
good.
Another 55.
Uh-huh. All right, so let's count the red boxes. Wait, someone's writing in the chat. Okay, good. Use the restroom. So now what?
Let's count the boxes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 boxes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's correct. So we're gonna write 8, and we have a bundle of 5, 3 single ones. All right, let's do 60 to 64. We're gonna use green. 60 to 64. 1, 2, right? 3. What else is there? 4,
60.
5. I only see 5.
Yes.
You see 5?
Yes.
Okay. Bundles of 5, guys. I'm sorry, it's a little sloppy. We're just starting to run out of time. 65 to 69. 65 to 69.
8 and 65.
How many?
4. Sorry.
And then the last one is going to be like the orangey color. 70 to 74. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what is the title of this graph? What should we call it? What does it say right at the top of the paper? Daily what?
High temperature and
Perfect. Hopefully that's what it lets me copy here. Yeah, let me copy. How cool is that? Awesome. Daily temperature in degrees Fahrenheit, folks. We all see that. What is the x-axis? Are we going to have interval or are we going to measure the frequency on the x, Isabella? What do you think? Look at the letters I wrote. What do we?
question.
What is going to be the x-axis? We're going to measure the intervals, right?
Yes.
So the interval will be on the x, which means, and then we're going to have the frequency on the y. Does everyone see that? Okay. Yeah? Questions? Please screenshot that, Tori. Awesome. Now, ideally, we would create the histogram, but just for time, I'm not going to have you create it right now because I want you to do the practice problems. So don't worry. Oh, actually, we do have some time. It's the last problem. Okay. So 40 to 45, we have nothing. So I'm just going to take my pencil and I'm going to write a 0 here. I wasn't sure if there was more. 45 to 49, there are 4. So I'm going to take my shape. Okay, I'm going to go up to 4, which is here. I'm going to go up to 4, which is here. I'm going to backslash it, and I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to write 4 at the top of my thing. It has to be exact. 50 to 54, and I skip 2 spaces. Is how much?
6.
Good, somebody said it. Good. Let's go and do that in blue. 6. Okay. 6. Okay, who can give me 55 to 59? How much was that?
8.
Huh?
8.
Okay, 8. Want to make sure.
Yeah.
8. Okay, I want to make sure I hear you, right? 8. So this takes a while to create. 8. If you notice, all the bars are connected. Do you see that? There's nothing over here where there's any gaps, except the first one has nothing because there's no numbers. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to write it 8 on top. Oops. Let me go grab this in green or make this 8. Next interval, 60 to 64. Right here, 5. So we're going to go here. We're going to go to shape. We're going to do this in black. We're going to go to 5. You can just come off and say the answer because it'd be a lot easier instead of me looking at the chat just because we're starting to run out of time. Who would like to tell me the next one? Which is 55 to 69. Oops. Oh, let me change up the color scheme. Who would like to do that? This is 5. Somebody tell me 65 to 69. Who's trying to come in here? So we have 4 and 4. The last two both have 4. So to make this easier, I'm just going to go 4 like this and 4 like that. Bam, 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 bam. And we're going to write 4 at top. And now you have your histogram, but we have to make sure that we label the X and Y axis. So let's check out my histogram. Oh, we missed something. We didn't call the title. What is the title? What is the title? Right here. What is it? Somebody.
Daily high temperature in degrees Fahrenheit.
Awesome. There we go. Everyone see that title? That is the title of the graph. Right? Anyone have any questions on this problem?
Miss Camilla is 940.
Thank you. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to have Tori take a quick screenshot. She's going to post this up. Thank you, Nathan. So every graph has a title, it has an x-axis, has an interval, has a y-axis, and a frequency, and everything is numbered properly. Does anyone have any questions on that?
I have it.
Okay, please post this. This is problem 5, the histogram. There was 2 parts, remember? All right, so now what we have to do now is now you have to turn in your notes because you don't need them to do the rest of the work. And now I'm going to go over your exit ticket. Joseph, you're going to type your class. Joseph, read problem 2 and tell us what to pick, sir.
Problem number 2. Decide if the situation is likely, impossible, or unlikely. Your friend picks a red card from a deck of cards, and since there are 2 sets of red cards, the hearts and the diamonds, and there are 13 cards in each, that'd be 26 out of 52, which is likely.
Okay. All right, so your friend picks a red card from a deck of cards. Joseph says it's likely, so I'm going to put the green check mark on the correct answer. If it lets me, let me see if it lets me, likely. All right. Rameses, read problem 3 and tell us your answer.
What is the probability that you will throw a head in the air on a coin?
So you have a coin. If you get
Yeah,
it, you have 1 out of
50-50.
Good, Rameses. Check that off. First answer. Perfect, Rameses. Rameses, you're going to do the next one. I like how you did that super fast. Let's see if you can try number 4. I think you can. We just did this. Which interval has the greatest number of students? We just did this problem. Go back to
71 and 80.
yes. It had how many? Remember?
Yeah,
You have to screenshot the graphs and pictures in your Google Docs, sir.
oh,
Everyone see that? We just did that. I'm telling you, everyone should get 100 on this. Number 5, what is the x-axis? Is it the test scores or the number of students? Isaiah, what is the x-axis? The test scores or the number of students? Look at the graph.
Test scores.
Thank you, Abigail. Test scores, thank you, Abigail. How many points, oops, not pence, it should say points do you think you earned? Oops, sorry about that. That should actually say points, not pints. Huh? Oops. So that should say points do you think you earned? Okay, that's going to be a self-evaluation. And then the next question says, which is the reason why you came to Saturday school today? Is it so that you can review for the week or because you need more support because you're failing with under a 65? And be honest. If you know you don't have a 65, you should be checking that because I could see everyone's responses. So at this point, it is 9:43. You have 17 minutes to turn in this independent practice and upload your notes. If your notes are done, then you could work on iReady, even if you already reached your time. But just understand, people in here didn't even do 2 hours and 30 minutes, and people in here did. So your iReady was due yesterday at 3:30. So now you have until 1 o'clock today to finish your iReady if you didn't do any minutes. I need your notes. You will not leave until I have your notes. Are we clear? All right. After this is over in 16 minutes, you to report to ELA with Miss Yady. Are we clear?